Namaskar and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. There are some beautiful words which I want to share with you. Speed can be calculated by miles per hour and lifetime can be calculated by smiles per hour. Let's begin with beautiful morning with lots of smiles and hope to have a great day ahead. With these words, on behalf of Department of Information Technology, Vilay Institute of Technology, Durg, I, Mrs. Babita Verma, extend a very warm welcome to our esteemed guests, distinguished speakers, faculty members, staff members, and all the participants to the inaugural ceremony of the 5-day online faculty development program on deep learning for natural language processing. Battles of life are not won by people who are strong and deserving, but sometimes won by people who believe in their dreams. So, believing in our dreams come true, we pray Almighty God to give us all the success and light up the lamp of our dreams and aspirations and move us from the darkness to the lightness of success and positive attitude. I request all our esteemed guests to kindly inaugurate this activity with lighting of the lamp before Goddess Saraswati. AICT Training and Learning has been conducting various faculty development programs focusing on the topics and themes which are relevant to the times, bringing in the best practices available in the technical field and providing a platform for technical discussions. I request Dr. Jyoti Ram to kindly welcome Dr. Nanki Gupta Sir, Principal, PIT Durg, with floral bouquet. Now I request Mr. Vikas Pandey sir to greet Dr. Annie Thomas ma'am, HAD Department of IT with the floral bouquet. The more tranquil a person becomes, the greater is his or her success, influence, power of good, calmness of mind is one of the beautiful jewels of wisdom. Now I request Dr. Jyoti Ram, coordinator of activity, to kindly present a brief curriculum report of the activity.
A very good morning to everyone. Learning is a treasure that will follow its owner everywhere. The most beautiful thing about learning is that no one can take it from you. Faculty development programs are an educational renewal emphasizing on intelligent learning and exchange of information among all the participants. The AICTE Training and Learning Atal Academy is one such initiative that has been conducting various faculty development programs for imparting or upgrading faculty knowledge in emerging interest areas like IoT, machine learning, artificial intelligence, robotics, blockchain, soft computing, data science, augmented and virtual reality, etc. AICT's endeavor to encourage academic excellence in technical education has taken several quality initiatives which also include enhanced impetus on the development of faculty teaching in colleges across all over the country. In the series of FDPs initiated by Atal Academy, Department of Information Technology, Bhilai Institute of Technology, Durg, is also organizing 5 days online faculty development program entitled Deep Learning for Natural Language Processing, commencing from today, that is 15th of November 2021. Let me extend our hearty welcome to Dr. N. P. Gupta sir, Dr. Annie Thomas madam, eminent speakers Dr. Sanjay Panda, Dr. K. Guruya, Dr. Tripti Swarnakar, Dr. Akansha Sharaf, Dr. Kamal Upreti, Dr. Vishal Goyal, Dr. Garvina Raval, faculty members, staff members, and all your participants. DL and NLP is a technique as well as technology frontier with immense applications. The objective of this 5 days SDP is to introduce to the participants the world of DL and NLP, to give an insight onto how and where it can be used, to retrieve relevant information of natural language texts, extracting knowledge from it, and representing them in structured ways. These methods are achieved in state-of-the-art results on challenging NLP problems. The NLP FDP aims to give participants a comprehensive understanding of the basic concepts of DL and NLP and its applications in the large data sets for using relevant data learning or deep learning models. This FDP is comprising of 15 sessions, inaugural sessions, 12 technical sessions, feedback and meet session, and finally the validatory sessions. The topics to be covered in this webinar are introduction to deep learning, introduction to NLP fundamentals, natural language toolkit, image identification and classification, data visualization, application of NLP for real world problems, and many more. It's my privilege to organize this FDP, and for this I am grateful to AICT authorities for giving me this opportunity. My sincere thanks to VIP management and authorities, HOD madam, my colleagues, for extending their help and guidance in organizing this FDP. And also a special thanks to all eminent speakers for accepting my invitation to deliver the lectures. Learning is not attained by chance. It must be sought us with ardor and added with diligence. I am confident that the FDP will prove to be fruitful and knowledgeable to researchers, scholars, and all faculty members as well as participants. Academic interaction, teaching, and learning during this FDP would be beneficial to all the participants. Best wishes to all the participants for wonderful learning. Have a great day. Thank you very much.
It's echoing like that. Echo like participants.
Thank you. Success is about who you are, not what you have. Successful people work to discover their talents, to develop those talents, and then to use those talents to benefit others as well as themselves. Organizing such a FDP requires contribution from all quarters. A person who is always supportive for such research and developmental initiatives in the department is Dr. Annie Thomas Ma'am, HOD. May I cordially request Madam to kindly say a few words. Ma'am, please.
उधर में थोड़ा वो उसको वेबकैम को आगे ला दो, उस दिन भी वैसे होगा Hello, can you hear me now? Is the voice clear? One or two can write in the chat box. No clarity in the voice, slowly.
माइक ऑफ करके डायरेक्ट इससे बिल्कुल क्लियरिटी आ रही है।
आवाज कम कर देते हैं ये।
डबल हो रहा है ठीक है। हाँ उसको भी माइक ऑन है।
Now is it clear? Can you hear me all? It's just a testing phase because if you can't hear, yeah. Okay. Okay, thank you. A very good morning to one and all present here. First of all, I'd like to thank Director Dr. Arun Arora sir, Principal Dr. Mohan Gupta sir, Vice Principal Manisha Sharma ma'am for helping us and supporting us to start this FDP. This 5 days FDP sponsored by AICT Atal was the beginning for the IT department, and I thank them for supporting us, helping us so that we could start this FDP in a nice manner. Now, how the topic of natural language processing came into our minds for this Atal FDP was, I have taken my PhD degree in this field only, natural language processing. My topic was automatic subjective question answering. So for this question answering system, what we used to do was take a particular correct document or a textbook, and from that automatically the answer, model answer was generated, and that model answer was then checked with the candidate answers, and for checking all those we had machine learning techniques. We took the help of Stanford parser, post taggers are already there, Porter stemmer was used. So that was the time when we used to do the things with all these things. Now what happens is a step ahead, 5 years, since 5 years I should say, deep learning has been a new thing and everyone is interested. So natural language processing, how can it be done using deep learning? That has been the topic now. I know we have eminent speakers from across the nation who will be talking about natural language processing and how deep learning can help in doing the tasks of natural language processing. After my PhD, one of my MTech scholars, she has done the task of identifying homographic puns. And when I talk about homographic puns, that was also in intended humorous context. You see in many of the Disney movies and Harry Potter movies and all, the homographic puns are used in intended humorous context. So it was to identify the same two words sounding same. Like for an example, if I say the cyclist was too tired to win the race. There are two meanings of too tired. It can either be TWO, TIRED, and another was TWO, and another was TOOTYRED. So that sounds the same, but it has different meanings. So she identified the different homographic puns which was said in humorous context, and for those wordnet and different sets were used from wordnet. So that was one of the research done in this area. Now many of my scholars, they are working in Indic languages, because in English language we see that subjective question answering and all these tasks have been taken up in FIRE conferences and other conferences. So that has been taken ahead. So they are working now in Indic languages, and 5 of my scholars, they are working particularly in Hindi language. So when we talk about natural language processing, when we say something, the students are able to understand, the faculty are able to understand, or our peers are able to understand how the language could be understood. Natural language processing consists of 3 parts, that is natural language understanding, natural language processing, and natural language generation. So it is a very difficult task to make the machine understand the language we are speaking. We will be able to understand each other. Why so? Because we have been learning the grammar and everything from our childhood onwards. If I say a new language, will you be able to understand that language? No. That is the case with the machines. And now, for machines, what we have to give is, we have to provide with the whole knowledge base so that it understands the language. So, natural language understanding is one of the part of machine learning. Another part is natural language processing, like we have to summarize our text, we have to find the automatic indexes of the book, or we have to do question answering, and that goes on. Like that, I'd like to specify one more task that we have been doing with TechWhip project. That was, we had taken all the tourist sites, and we had taken all the reviews which the customers are writing about the hotel and the tourist spots, and we had to analyze, semantic analysis was done on how much the place has been rated on the basis of whatever uh, reviews has been given. The text will be processed, the natural language processing techniques have been used. And now, currently the scholars who are working, they are using mostly the deep learning techniques. And in these coming days, we will be seeing all the deep learning techniques which will be used in NLP. So I'd not give much more insight on this, because we have very eminent speakers, and I wish that these 5 days you learn a lot from this conference, FDP, and the important thing is, once the FDP is finished, the faculty should not just attend the FDP and stop there. If you are having interest in natural language processing or in any deep learning task, you should think at the end of this FDP that what I am going to develop, or what something different or innovative which has not been done will be taken up by me. If you do that, then only all these participants who are listening to this FDP, that will become a success from our part. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Outstanding leaders go out of their way to boost the self-esteem of their personnel. If people believe in themselves, it is amazing what they can accomplish. An individual who directs and monitors the academic and non-academic activities, who plans and implements the activities within an educational setup, besides providing guidance to teachers, students, and staff, is the principal of the institute. May I request Dr. M.K. Gupta sir, BIT, to address the gathering. Sir, please.
Respected Annie Thomas Madam, Head of the Department of IT, other faculty members, dear participants, and my dear students. So it is a matter of great pleasure for me to be here amongst all of you in this inaugural program of this 5-day course on FDP on natural language processing. It's sponsored by AICTE. See, this is a fourth in the series in this year in our institute. For third three Atal FDPs we have already conducted. One more is in line. Apart from these 5 Atal FDP, we have conducted few more FDPs also in our institute. Again, they were sponsored by either AICT or IST. We in our institute always promote such activities. We believe that conducting such FDPs and training programs and conferences and workshops, they definitely add into the knowledge of the participants and our faculty members. I was listening to the speech of Madam Thomas. She is doing research, she is promoting research in this area of natural language processing. Many research scholars are doing research under her guidance. So it's very good. Our institute always promotes research activities. Many of our faculty members are yet to pursue their PhD. So this is a good opportunity for them to listen to the various eminent experts that we have invited and take some inputs from those lectures and select a suitable topic for your research work and then pursue your research work in this area or some allied field. Not only this FDP, you can also go through various online resources that are available. This FDP is going to supplement those. For example, you can refer the online courses that are done by Stanford, or there are other resources also like Udemy, Coursera, and I was just going through the edX courses, EDX by MIT and Harvard. There are several online courses there in natural language processing, machine learning, deep learning, all these are allied fields. So you must, in addition to your routine teaching, devote some time and upgrade your knowledge in these areas. Again, this knowledge that you will gain will benefit our students, and you will find that your teaching will definitely improve once you become more knowledgeable and once you know what is going on all over the world in various areas. This field, I don't think it's very recent field because many of the lectures that I was going through on the net were from 2017 and even earlier also. One was lecture was 2015. I regularly keep on visiting MIT OpenCourseWare website and Stanford online courses and edX courses. So they are all very good courses. They are all free of cost until and unless you want to get a certificate from them. You have to pay a nominal charge. But then many good resources are available over the net. But then this FDP will definitely help you in getting the work, knowing about the work that is being done in our country from our experts within our country and what our faculty members are doing, and these experts are going to help you in doing your research work in the coming year. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words. Now we will be sharing the inaugural ceremony of 28 FDPs hosted by Atal Academy. Once again, a very warm welcome to all of you. The FDP will put an honest attempt to meet up the expectations of the participants. The technical session will commence from 12:15 p.m. So stay tuned. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
पेपर इधर आ गया, मैं भी उधर घुस के बैठा हूँ। हाँ, ज्योति मैडम, मैडम इसमें कौन सा है?
फोटोज लिए ना
नहीं, मैम, सॉरी।
नहीं फर्स्ट एड
मैडम इसमें कौन सा जैसे अपन
Honorable Vice Chairman Professor Priya, visionary and dynamic academic leader, and other national
शेयर करके क्लिक करो। आवाज आवाज कम इसको लगा देखो। अल्फा आज इसको लगाते
guest of the inaugural session, Professor Manoj Kumar Tiwari, an impressive academician. Sir, a look at your qualification is enough to inspire all of us. A very distinguished director of National Institute of Industrial Engineering, Mumbai, an avid researcher who has even been nominated as the top researcher in the world in his specific domain and field. A very own Honorable Vice Chairman, Professor Puria, visionary and dynamic academic leader, and other than so many other qualities which Professor Puria possesses. He is one person who is always available to solve any problem, no matter how complex, how ambiguous the problem is. Eminent friends from academia and the environment. It is indeed my honor to share my thoughts on this August day. And one of the very prominent and value addition scheme of AICT, that is AICT Training and Learning Academy, we very fondly call it ATA. I have often been saying this, that why these faculty development programs and why so much of focus on faculty development around the globe, around the world, and more so even when a perspective plan was devised and planned for AICT, it was realized that two stakeholders, two partners of academy, that is faculty members and students, are at the core of teaching learning process, the whole teaching learning process. So when Peter Drucker, an Austrian American management consultant, says that 30 years down the line, all these brick and mortar universities will be rallied. And it is as large a challenge, as large a change
as when we first got the printed books or even the steel future. It has not happened for roughly 30 years, and when we made this statement, right? Oh, but then we are progressive, and COVID has only accelerated this pace that we are, if not completely went online, but we are definitely progressive towards a hybrid mode of teaching learning, where the availability of technology has changed the entire concept, the entire way, the paradigm of how teaching learning should be happening. And it is in this context that we need to understand the role of faculty. Since now faculty would no longer be teaching in a unidirectional manner. Education will be multinational, multicultural, collaborative, technology driven, where even the teaching tools would be absolutely different. And students would be equal partners in knowledge creations, if I may not say more. So when we say this, with a collaborative, cross-institutional, cross-cultural, multi-directional, enabling convergence of man and machine to explore new pedagogies, new ways of teaching, new kind of content, disruptive technology-driven content. What is it which is needed? So I'm sure all of you would strongly agree with me that meticulous, relevant, comprehensive, and continuous teachers training or faculty training is what is needed to bring in tangible improvements in the quality of technical education in the classroom. With this, AICT through its various endeavors. One endeavor is National Initiative of Technical Teachers Training. Another endeavor is this Atal Academy. We have mapped, as an institution, we have mapped the entire journey of a teacher's life cycle. And we have defined, understood, and structurally training the ways where teachers should be trained. So it is core competency in the subject, it is pedagogical components, it is examination reforms, or if we may say innovative assessment patterns, and then it is imparting training in these core competencies, these disruptive areas such as AI, machine learning, IoT, blockchain, robotics, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, where we still do not have that kind of competency in our faculty members that class transactions can be of highest quality. So it may be very well appreciated that a proficient teacher in any field should have a sound knowledge and associated skills to ensure that these class transactions are of the kind that they provide enough skills, not only in terms of technology, but enough skills, including life skills to our students, that these students can revive our economy towards a $5 trillion economy, where our honorable Prime Minister has been targeting. And it is AICT's small contribution, and it is AICT's small effort that we train our faculty and we continue to train our faculty on all quality paradigms, all quality parameters of teaching learning process to ensure that when our students go out, they are physically fit, mentally very sound, emotionally balanced, they are professionally very competent, and they are contributing in community building, they are contributing in society building, and finally they are making a better nation. So one child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world. These powerful words of Malala Yousafzai. I request all my coordinators, my friends from academia who are present here, kindly focus on quality, 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 and quality. We have added peer assessment to ensure that all our faculty development programs through Atal Academy are extremely quality. I always believe that my dear faculty members who are agents of change, pillars of quality education, very custodians are responsible to transform lives into competent, cutting-edge professionals, humanitarian technocrats who encourage inclusivity, collaborate, diversity, and scientific excellence. All the very best. Thank you so very much. Now I would request our very own, our honorable Vice Chairman of the to kindly address this policy. Thank you, sir. And thank you, Mumtaz. Dear Professor Manoj, you are Director, MIT Mumbai. Ms. Mamta, advisor AICP. She is leading this whole team, whole program in the name of Atal AICP Teaching and Learning Techniques. And one of the third effective team member, in fact, and Mr. Garg, all the participants who are connected in this very important event. I think that in convention 39 institutes, 39 programs are simultaneously it is taking place. It's wonderful, wonderful effort which has been done by Ms. Mamta and her team. It's amazing work, and thank you very much, Manoj, for giving time for this very, very important event. In fact, and AICT is out to you at many places. Wherever we are having some challenges, Manoj Getiwali is available with us, and in same sort of your presence, it is certainly to be motivating all the young teachers who are connected. Today, many of the directors and vice chancellors with the 39 programs, huge, very, very large number it is. And surprisingly, AICT doesn't have any infrastructure, no infrastructure. We don't have any expert, we don't have any teacher, but conducting these many programs with the help of the available infrastructure in the country, in best possible institutes, in the university, wherever such the hard infrastructure is available. Mamta is integrating all sort of infrastructure. So credit goes to Mamta, you and your whole team, and you have created strong vibration in whole country. Basically, you are empowering teachers and not only in emerging area, even related to pedagogy, related to literacy, whatever the area you name, those sort of programs are being conducted through Atal Academy. Last year, under the leadership of Mamta, we have got world report, we have broken that world report that simultaneously some 1.5 lakh teachers have been trained to online mode, and this year target is much more. And it's very, very essential function. Empowering teachers, imparting training to teachers, bringing them with new latest technology, new techniques which is there across the globe, bringing nearer to those technologies, it is very, very important. And this sort of initiative of AICT, it is helping a lot. And confidence building in the minds of the teachers, it is very, very strong. Ours is a huge technical education system. Our whole higher education system, if you see, probably it is largest in the world. 1,000 plus universities, we are having 50,000 colleges where some 30 million students are studying. No one can imagine that this much bigger higher education system can be possible in any country. Probably we are the largest, maybe China, maybe in technical education, they may be higher as compared to us, but ours is more or less we are largest in technical education. Around 8 million students are studying, very, very large. 8 million students in engineering and technology, management, arts, craft, design, in those areas, and around 500,000 teachers are imparting education to those students. Important part is the acceptance of those students. Whatever system we are having, the students who are coming out from our academic institute, they should be technically sound. That's our aim, that's foremost. And whatever the requirement of industries and for changing requirements, even the mechanism of our teaching processes, our curriculum, our infrastructure which is available, that it has to be changed in such a way so that immediate requirement of society can be fulfilled. Our students should be technically sound, and that technology which they are carrying with them, that should be the latest possible. If older technology they are having and they are sound, there is no meaning of into that one. So let us happening in the society with that one, with that alignment of our students are essential. And second one, they should be professionally competent. So technically sound, they should be professionally competent, and they should be socially relevant also. Whatever learning it is taking place, in what way they can help the society, that is foremost. So these three dimensions in the personality of the students has to be technically sound, professionally competent, and they should be socially relevant. These major attributes into the personality of the students, it has to be. Many a times, the industries are coming to us, they are saying the mechanism of delivery of the content or the contents which we are having or assessment system which we are having, that is not getting aligned with our requirements. So many a times you are asking industries, what exactly you need? Please tell us, because our future is our young generation. We are saying our population, 50% population is less than 25 years, and they are just like human beings. What will be doing with those human beings if they are not relevant to the needs of one society? So they should become strong human resource. Strong human resource, not only serving our nation, they should be able to deliver anywhere in the world our traditions, our system, our values, our core competencies, our team building abilities. That should be in such a way that wherever they go, they should be able to prove that we Indians are something different. That sort of environment we are trying to create. But industries are saying that the mechanism or the method by which you are imparting the education, it is not getting aligned with our requirements. Industries are saying that we are competing at global level. Our technologies, our processes, our products are of same repute which US or UK or Europe is having. So industries technologies are of global repute, but for operating those technologies, the type of human resource which they expect, they are saying that we are not getting that sort of human resource. And probably one of the reasons is in our manufacturing sector, in our industrial sector, the GDP contribution since years we are observing that around 20% in our GDP industries are contributing. Some 15% agriculture sector is contributing, 65% is coming through service sector. So mainly this manufacturing sector that really core strength, hands-on strengths are needed. Probably we people, we academic institutes are not able to provide that sort of human resource to the industries, and that's why our GDP is not growing in manufacturing sector. China, we are compare with China. If you compare ourselves with China, their contribution in manufacturing sector is around 50%. Ours is only 20%, and sincere cities. So one of the reasons which I am thinking that why our manufacturing sector is not growing, one of the reasons is the type of human resource which industries are expecting they are able to provide. So when we are asking them what exactly you need, they are saying your curriculum, the contents which are delivering to the students, it is not as per our needs. They said that you change your curriculum. Your curriculum is old, old traditional curriculum you are having. An example of that one I am giving this time also. My son in 2016 he has completed his BTech from IT Roorkee. I completed my BTech in 1985. So somewhere around 30 years back he has completed. I'm very lucky father that except fee are not paid anything to IT. Reason for that was the branch in which I done my BTech, the same branch my son has done, and all the books which I studied, all the books I handed over to my son, and he has done his BTech also with all those books. Probably in those 30 years, the changes in the industry expectation it is far higher as compared to what we had in academic institute. We are teaching those content in the 30 years, whatever I studied today, you are teaching inside the class. We teachers we need to change ourselves, and that's why this academic which it has been created because industries said that you change your curriculum with the help of industries, with the help of prominent academicians, we are revamping whole curriculum. But revamping also wants something control. And the important part is not delivering those content. Those emerging areas which is coming very fast into the market as per the expertise of the industry, teachers should be ready. So this academy we have started that curriculum changes in the curriculum is not the solution. Solution is the people who are delivering those content. So this program is created in multiple academies we have created in the country, basically imparting that sort of education which is in alignment with the industry expectation. That is the foremost task, and we are very lucky that the help which has been extended to us to ASU approved institutes by our premium institutes like IITs, NITs, central universities, and triple IITs are they have extended more support to us, and due to that, this sort of success we could get and say 1.5 lakhs teachers as on date it is ready with us. So successful implementation of the curriculum changes which we have done. Proudly we can say that now we are at that juncture, we are at that corner from where we can say that our teachers are ready to take off that assignment, ready to do justice with the changes which we have made into the curriculum. Second thing, industry said that practically your students are weak, and so part it is weak. So more effort in our curriculum we are doing for improving the hands-on parts of the students. Even in these programs which we are conducting online, practical component it is not being taken here. Only concepts we are taking here. So part of that when once the whole world will open, we'll be requesting all our partners, all our directors and coordinators who are doing this program, please do conduct that very hands-on on the practical part for the teachers also, at least in that any particular area, maybe artificial intelligence, data science, at least for 1 week. The best possible facilities which are available in our academic institute, our teachers should also be connected for that hands-on part. If teachers won't be having confidence in hands-on part, students won't be. Even if you can observe in any of the academic institutes, those teachers are popular who are practically sound. So we will have to create that lot of teachers which is doing justice with that practical knowledge also. So industrial expectation about our curriculum, our practical part, and then third thing they are saying fundamentally students are weak. If fundamentally they are strong, industries are ready to take them. Fourth one, they are saying latest technologies they are not knowing. And fifth, they are saying they are attitude of the strength. Industries are saying strengths are becoming materialistic. They are not ready to take ownership of the organization. They are behind the packages, even small changes if neighboring industry is giving, they are dumping to that industry. So that sort of ownership it is needed. So many of the programs which Mamta is doing that is related to the aptitude and attitude building of the friends also. We are saying to the friends that packages are important, but it is not that important where you are expected to take some serious responsibility for the organization in which working. So that sort of program also has been started. Oh, including the hands-on part, we made this internship mandatory now. Every student who is studying in our technical education system, they'll have to go into the industry for 6 months. Maybe even small industries, even small artisans, small mechanics who is working on the roadside. We are simply to connect our friends with those people because they are the best hand who are having serious skills with them. So with small partners which are on the roadside and larger industries, even finally we are saying that the fourth year students should be able to sit in the library and the live problems which are there after doing that internship, if they can provide solutions of those problems, then we will be saying that we have got the success. That sort of environment we would like to create. National Education Alliance for Technologies we have created with internship, where if some gaps are there, some employability enhancement gaps are there, those gaps are being fulfilled through NEET portal. Then we are doing the students learning assessment also. Now we are having a strong portal in the name of students learning assessment, AICT students learning assessment, and then we are saying part in the name of part. So end of every year, the students will be given challenges related to their core competencies, related to their aptitude, and they will be solving those problems. And problems according to the Bloom's taxonomy, not only remembering capabilities of the students, but we are giving challenges where the students can provide the solution. Even if some gaps are there after the learning of second year or after learning outcomes of third year, if some gaps are there, we are needing to do the corrective measures also in our teaching learning processes, in our infrastructural changes which is needed in the form of idea labs or in the form of tinkering lab. If something it has to be added to fulfill those gaps which are there, so certainly those initiatives also we are taking. So all major dimensions which are needed to strengthen in the personality of the teachers, in the confidence building of the students, we people are ready. We are seeing the ICT is not inspector. We are enabler now. We are ready to solve any sort of problem. We would like to enter into every academic institute, in every corner of the academic institute, whatever they need. We would like to become the partner of every institute so that the face of the education can be changed. Hopefully, this national education policy which we are having now in front of us, the document which is saying that flexibility to the students, autonomy to the teachers, and healthy environment in all academic institute has to be so that better learning outcome, better learning goals can be achieved by the students. Those sort of efforts we people are doing. So the help which every institute is doing for the betterment of this technical education in time to come, all the dreams which national education policy is having, we'll be able to fulfill that one. Best wishes to everyone. Hope this 5 days program will be a wonderful help to the teachers for improving their confidence in that particular subject in which they are trained. Best wishes. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Bhunesh sir, for telling us the challenges of what academia and industry both are facing with the current development of human capital. And you have very rightly brought out that attitude, skill, knowledge, Indianness, hands-on training, how important these are for a comprehensive development of a student. Also, I just would like to inform all of you that our Bhunesh sir has been a helm of affair for most of the activities, whether it is Parag or who is NITIE or various other faculty development programs. Thank you so much, sir.
Now it is time to really listen to our very honorable Professor Manoj Kumar Tiwari. Sir, look at your qualifications really inspire us to do better, at least academically. He is right now Director National Institute of Industrial Training, Mumbai. Otherwise, he is a senior professor at IIT Kharagpur. Yes, as a researcher, he is working in the domain of manufacturing system and supply chain management. His other research and teaching interests are modeling the manufacturing processes and operations, analysis and supply chain networks, optimization, simulation, and computational intelligence. Some of the techniques which have been adopted by Professor Tiwari to automate the decision support system for complex and large scale problems in manufacturing and logistics system. Something which is a real proud for all of you, that his research interests have not only been supported by several industries and international research funding agencies, he has published more than 320 papers at Index, Google Scholars 65 and Scopus 50. I'm sure it's really a great achievement, sir, and all our heartiest congratulations to you. He is also mentioned as top leading authors in the domain of supply chain analytical techniques by Journal of Computer and Industrial Engineering. He is recipient of Most Influential Researcher Award. Most Influential Researcher Award in the domain of operations and supply chain. He is also recipient of Mahalon-based Distinguished Educator Award from the Operations Research Society of India. He is listed among top 20 most productive authors in the area of production and operations management. He has been rated second among many research workers in logistics and supply chain management. There are too many other accolades which Professor Tiwari has. He is in the editorial board of several international journals. He is chairman of selection committee of GYAN, chairman of board of UG Studies AICTE, first member of board of UG Studies AICTE, member board of governors at NIMT Ranchi. He is also a fellow of Institute of Industrial Engineering, United States, fellow of Indian National Academy of Engineering, India, and fellow of National Academy of Science. It is our proud privilege, sir, and we really appreciate your time and availability of your precious time, and we have such an academic. So we are very eager to listen. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mamtaji. Respected Vice President Sri Puniaji, Vice Chairman of the SPC, and Madam Mamta, Sri Amit Dattari, Dr. Garg, and all the other officers and dignitaries of the AICP, and who has almost transformed the entire structure of the governance of physical education in the country after taking over of the chairmanship of the AICP by another time of administration. And under the leadership, there are several far-reaching changes and improvements that are taking place. They are all enabled by all sections of our community. And many such programs which basically are transformed and become the change agent of the transformation. They have contributed, and I think its fruits are being realized now. And one such effort which basically launched and under the leadership of Munyaji and also it is supported by Mamtaji is the Adala. So this we are listening right from the beginning that we need to improve the quality of education, but in a structured manner. What are the ways that we should be involved in our area? And there are hundreds of the emerging fields which are having a lot of potential for creation of jobs for newer domains. And all we know that these are the first period which has been identified not by us but by the industry that were massive manpower, very manpower needed. They are like AI, IoT, blockchain, robotics, quantum computing, cyber security, and coming to the other field like say management of the rough newer fields are coming up that how the logistics, supply chain, and with respect to the visibility and traceability and the uncertainty can be managed. Similarly, in the in taking finance and any other domain, consider industry needs it to be added. And eventually launched this Atal Academy to cater the needs of party, basic quality education, and also enhancing the pedagogy of the faculty members who are involved in delivering this kind of process. And one thing, no doubt that everybody will believe that the faculty faculty is the main ingredient of the professional education and competence. And everything that experience in key domains of teaching, assessing, research, professionalism, and administration is perceived to improve the educational environment significantly and enhances the academic performance of the learners. So, faculty development program has been considered as a standalone educational pedagogy fostering the knowledge and professional skills of the students. And quite frankly, I'm afraid of the lot tendency that whenever we were attend the earlier quality improvement programs, India has been doing. That is why one of the flagship programs which are earlier for by the language, features of the system. And we used to provide many things in the area, new topics, etc. In those programs, we come to know that how the research and its translation into the teaching can be done. And whenever we do such kind of thing, some interesting concept we translate and get it to the wires and how its industrial application was there. And rightly, we have mentioned that students were very much appreciative of those kind of things, which are non-noticeable, which are experienced by the teacher, probably knowing understanding of the advanced area, and then translating that area to industrial relevance. These kind of things were widely acknowledged and admired by the students. And I think one of the key target of Atal Academy is actually that how the rural of rural areas which are emerging and development and discussion of so that many of the students can gain access to those critical information and knowledge and this will be important to the student. And the other is focused on development of quality technical education in the country by initiating various schemes run by the government of India and Ministry of Education. The vision of next is that to empower the faculty to achieve the goals of higher education, such as access, equity, and quality. And the council understands that there is a need uh, of the day to train the young generation in the skill sector and having faculty and technicians to be trained in their respective disciplines. The main objective of Atal Academy is to plan and help in imparting quality technical education in the country and to support the institutions in fostering research, innovation, and entrepreneurship through training in the various emerging areas. The scheme is designed to enhance the teaching and other skills of the faculty and to make them aware about the modern teaching tools and methodologies. It provides an opportunity to acquire the knowledge about the current technological developments in the relevant fields, and it will be only promote the professional practices relevant to the technical education, but also takes into account the motivation to the faculty to achieve the competitive teaching and learning environment. In fact, I just want to mention that the kind of exercise we are doing, this is not a new thing. And if you go to our vertical literature, particularly, I don't want to cite something which is very old. Let us confine up to the Ramcharitmanas itself, which are written in 1580 by Acharya Tulsidas. So, in that one, he very clearly mentioned that such kind of aggregation of the experts, munis, rishis were very common in a year, somewhere, some place, and the best place which they thought were the Prayagraj, where most of the rishis used to come and take bath and then enlighten themselves by different kind of discussions. And what he used to do, if you see, then this was very clearly mentioned somewhere in the Balkan itself, that Brahma Nirupan Dharam Vid Varna Tattva Vibhag कहाँ भगत भगवंत के संयुक्त ज्ञान विराट. Means any newer area which one Sant was knowing, one Rishi was knowing, they were all discussing, imparting, sharing among themselves so that this can be a larger benefit to the community and society. Same thing, all the advanced areas which are emerging in different fields required by the industry with other components, they can be discussed in such fora and also taught in a structured manner, and all the benefits acquired in this way can be given to the students. So with this note, I thank the ICT for giving me this opportunity to discuss such issues with such a illustrious gathering of the participants, and hope that this program will be highly successful. And Mamta ji, thanks and congratulations to you for having such a brilliant idea and implementation by your premier forums of the ICT. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your enriching experience and what is the need of the hour, connecting it with our ancient, rich cultural heritage, that how it has always been doing. And I, sir, just want to tell you that under our dynamic leadership of AICTE and with my worthy colleagues, Dattaji, Garji, and entire team of Atal, sir, we have been conferred, as Punya ji said, Atal Academy has been conferred a World Award for outstanding contribution to the faculty development. Now I would request Dattaji to kindly propose a formal vote of thanks.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We have been, the entire program has been successfully landed safely in the hand of, our advisor, madam. She was the former Indian Air Force pilot. So thank you so much, madam, for the safe landing of the program. So a very warm good morning to all of you. Please indulge me just for 5 minutes because we have a huge team behind us who we haven't been heard of, who actually put this FDP together. I deem it a great honor and proud privilege to propose a vote of thanks to all the dignitaries who witnessed on this momentous occasion on behalf of AICT Atal. Let me first of all start by giving glory to the Almighty God for making today's occasion a resounding success. First and the foremost, our heartfelt thanks to today's chief guest, Professor Manoj Kumar Tiwari, sir, Director, National Institute of Industrial Engineering, Mumbai. Sir, your speech was really inspiring and it kept us spellbound. It inspired us a lot. Will be giving to come. A change will definitely come after this speech. Today we had the opportunity to hear your thoughts, which have enlightened our minds. How to minimize the gap between the industry and academia by including the experiential learning. We express our gratitude for your wonderful speech. Thank you so much.
Spend time out of your necessity. I extend my deep sense of gratitude to a guest of honor, our own Daniel Visionary Academy Teacher, Vice Chairman of AICT, Professor Professor. Your speech was so thought-provoking. It was made us really think. Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful words and speech. Your galvanic presence always energizes us. Thank you so much. My heartfelt thanks to the team leader of Atal, very passionate competitor, Dr. Mamta and Agarwalji, advisor of the ICT, who worked tirelessly towards betterment, motivating all of us. Exceptionally helpful and very supportive. Thank you so much, madam. Our sincere thanks to all coordinators, participants. I am confident the journey here turns to be very fascinating, engaging, and worth remembering. I owe special gratitude to my own dedicated other team, who is exceptionally helpful behind the scene. Professor, Dr. Gargi, our technical team, our media team, Rahul, Dinisha, Gaurav, and all. Finally, I am with you with this inspiring quotes of Swami Vivekananda. Find the teacher, serve him as a child, open your heart to his influence, see in him what he exists. Thank you so much. With the permission of the chief guest, we are concluding here the inaugural ceremony. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All the very best to all the participants and coordinators.
Once again, a very warm welcome to all of you. The FTP will put an honest attempt to meet up the expectations of the participants. The technical session will commence from 12:15 p.m. So stay tuned. Thank you, everyone.
अरे नहीं 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 नहीं